Going on to you, Cancer crabs. So you have the Four of Cups, the Hierophant, the Five of Swords. Then you have the Six of Swords, the Ten of Swords, the Lovers, the Page of Swords, the Hermit, the Six of Wands, the Star card. So what I'm seeing here for you, Cancer crabs, is the Four of Cups, the Hierophant, the Five of Swords. This is really about how a lot of you Cancer crabs are okay. A lot of you Cancer crabs, you have the Four of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Five of Swords. You try to see, this is what I'm trying to say. You're trying to talk to someone, but it hasn't worked out yet. You know, it hasn't necessarily worked out. You may perceive it as not being able to work out. The Five of Swords, you may think that relationships right now are a little bit of a hassle. It may be a little bit too much to deal with, having to deal with another person that may not necessarily even know what it is that they really want, and they're all over the place. So it's like you don't have necessarily Four of Cups. Four of Cups, you may not have a problem but approaching people, but the Hierophant and the Five of Swords, they may have a problem really knowing what it is that they want in exchange, knowing what they want to do, how they want to live, whether or not they want to be with you. The Six of Swords, right, and the Ten of Swords is going to require someone who pretty much is very brave, serious, who really does want to be in a relationship, not just with you, with anyone, but obviously with you, because again, a lot of people like to talk that relationship nonsense until it's time for them to actually do something that's real. And then the next thing you know, they tend to be confused. They tend to be all over the place about what it is that they themselves say that they even want. So now the Lovers, right? So now the Lovers represents how, since this is the case, you Cancer crabs, like I said, just you know that a lot of people are scared. You know that a lot of people are really shook when it comes to stuff like this. But the Page of Swords and the Hermit now represents, as a result of this, you really do have to understand that you're right, a lot of people are scared. A lot of people are scared to be in relationships, be in love, try to get to know other people. And the reason why is because they're all over the place. They have the mentality that they want to be able to they want to be able to control somebody else, and they don't really, they can't separate the control from the love. You can't control love. By definition, if you're trying to control somebody, you're going to have a lot of chaos in your life, because love is a natural enemy to control. The only person that you can control ultimately is really yourself. So the fact that they're trying to control you and control the outcome and stuff like this, that's part of the problem, right? Instead of their stupid behinds trying to gain more understanding and learn you, right? And learn what you like, what you don't like, really understand you, take the time. They're worried about trying to manipulate you. They're worried about trying to control you. And obviously that's not really going to work. So the Six of Wands and the Star card is about you Cancer crabs, you know, really wanting someone that can even understand even that, what it is that I just said, and even potentially do better than understand that. Take action on it, act on it, do something. Because you Cancer crabs are starting to become tired at how afraid a lot of people are, right? People can talk about, you know, gang banging and stuff like this all day, but when it comes to love, then people become scared, you know, it doesn't even make any sense. and a lot of you Cancer crabs are really just looking at the hypocrisy of how stupid it is. Being in a relationship scares people, but violence doesn't. So let's clarify some of these cards, right? So let's clarify some of these. Let's clarify the Star card. So to clarify the Star, you have the Queen of Pentacles, then you have the Emperor, the Hermit, and last but not least, the Fool. The Queen of Pentacles and the Emperor, okay? It speaks about the type of person that you do want. You would want someone to be caring, down to earth, solid, consistent, you know, someone who very much so can make a decision and stick to it. They're not running around and constantly contradicting themselves, or, you know, making themselves into an oxymoron, constantly going back and forth, not really committing to you or to a decision, trying to get to know you, not trying to get to know you on any level. It's just about only physical attraction. The Hermit and the Fool represents, you want someone that's mature, you know, someone that can actually make solutions out of difficulties, right? But someone who also knows how to have fun too as well, right? It's not super serious to the point where, you know, there's no creativity and there's no fun. So if you Cancer crabs really want that, I mean, you're going to have to date and see who's out here.